Hi, this is Phil and Trish from SKiTalk.com, and we are here in Park City, Utah at Dynastar's headquarters. And we're going to be talking about the all-new Dynastar M-Pro 85 and the E-Pro 85. Trish, let's talk about the new skis.
Let's talk. So I have been on the E-Pro 85 a couple times. It is a really fun, nimble, narrower version of its more powerful big sister.
Yep.
I really felt that it carved well for a ski that's more free ride side. So if you're a woman who maybe wants to get off piste a little bit, you've been carving it up, you've been on a front side specific ski and you want to start dabbling a little bit and getting into the trees, this is a really great option.
Yeah. This mid 80 millimeter segment really is, and we refer to as a melting pot of designs. We've got wide narrow skis and we've got narrow wide skis. And I think really these the E-Pro and the M-Pro fall in that latter. They're narrow, wide skis. And what that does, it really creates a lot of versatility in this segment. I mean, you got a ski here, we've got some really nice early rise and tips. So if you get it into mixed conditions, it comes up and out of that snow really nice and easy. Yet we've got shorter to mid turn radiuses on the skis. So when you get on groomers, they react really nicely. Sizing wise on the skis, what are we into on the E-Pros, Trish?
So on the E-Pros, we are all the way from a 149 up to a 167 and a turn radius of about 14 meters, I think.
12.
12, okay. And one of the things I really appreciate about this particular model is it's in that meat and potatoes market on the women's side. And I'll let Phil speak to the men's side of the wall, but I find that a lot of women that are really wanting to dabble off piste, they want something in that 80-something millimeter waist, where guys might go for something more in the 90 and above. And this is one of the most competitive markets out there on the women's side, and I can see this being a real win for a lot of women.
No, I agree with you. The same thing on the men's side is, I mean, the sport, there is some ego-driven in this sport, and we tend to err towards that wider ski. And a lot of times it's for conditions we hope to ski in versus conditions we actually ski in. And the men's, we actually have a really good range in sizing of the ski, a 158 up to a 185. Dimensions on the ski are 120, 85, 110. And Dynastar also scales the sizing of this ski. So whether on this ski here in the 176 in the men's side, the women's side actually those dimensions come down a little bit, both from tip, waist, and tail of 118, 83, 109 in the 158. So both skiers are going to get the same exact experience on the snow, and I really can't stress how important that is, because so many times the bookend sizing of skis really get thrown off a little bit, the concentration's in the center, but I think having that same experience, I think, is huge in these skis and a huge investment in Dynastar, because it's not inexpensive to make molds, different molds for these skis.
Absolutely. And one of the things I want to stress also is if you're a little bit taller woman, a little bit more of a strong skier, and you want something longer than that 167 in the E-Pro, you can obviously go to the M-Pro, same construction.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there. So who are these skis for? I think somebody's looking for that playful ski that's going to be great in mixed conditions, that proverbial one ski quiver. Who is it not for? I'd say probably the bigger chargers maybe, and that skier might go up to the 90. So that's whether you've got that ski, or if you do want something maybe a little more front side oriented, take a look at the Speed 4x4. That one is, again, that's that wide narrow ski that if you're looking for a little more tenacious grip on the snow, because you've got a lot of options here with Dynastar. And remember, skiing is fun. To read the full review of this ski, please go to SKiTalk.com and click on the review tab.
Please also hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more reviews and other ski-related content, and add thoughts in the comment section below.
Of course, follow SKiTalk.com on all of our social media channels. No bindings were recalibrated during the production of this video.